It's June 16th, and the strange side of history awaits. Today, we have a disaster that rewrote safety laws, a teenager whose conviction was overturned decades too late, and a celebration that ended in catastrophe in a matter of seconds. Let's begin. On June 16, 1883, in a theatre full of children in Sunderland, England, turned from laughter to panic in a matter of minutes. Victoria Hall was packed for a variety show by traveling entertainers. More than 1,000 children watched from the gallery, waiting for the final surprise. Then the announcement came. Certain children with numbered tickets would receive a prize on their way out. At the same time, gifts began to appear near the stage below. Suddenly, excitement became rush. Hundreds of children hurried towards the staircase, afraid they would miss their treat. But at the bottom, the door had been partially bolted, leaving only a narrow gap where one child could pass at a time. The crowd kept moving. Those in front became trapped. Adults heard the screams and ran up to help, but the bolt was on the wrong side. One caretaker, Frederick Graham, managed to guide hundreds of children to another exit, while others pulled the children through one by one. But it was too late for 183 children. No one was ever prosecuted, and the person who bolted the door was never identified. Outrage spread across Britain, and the disaster helped lead to outward opening emergency exits and push-bar doors. A safety feature we barely notice today was born from a hallway of children who never made it home. On June 16, 1944, South Carolina carried out one of the most miscarriages of justice in American history. George Stinney Jr. was only 14 years old. He was a black child accused of killing 2 white girls in a segregated town, where truth could be buried faster than it could be heard. After his arrest, he was questioned for hours, without his parents beside him and without a lawyer protecting him. Police claimed he confessed, but no signed confession was ever produced. Then came the trial. It only lasted a few hours, and his court-appointed lawyer called no witnesses. After 10 minutes of deliberation, he was found guilty and sentenced to die. He was barely 90 pounds. On that June day, the state ended the life of a child whose case never truly had been tested, never truly defeated, and never truly heard. For 70 years, his name sat in the shadows of a verdict. Then, in 2014, a South Carolina judge finally removed his conviction, ruling that his constitutional rights had been violated and he had not received a fair trial. But the truth arrived too late. George Stinney Jr. was finally cleared by history long after it already had taken him. On June 16, 2015, a birthday party in Berkeley, California, turned into a nightmare. It was just after midnight at the Library Gardens apartment complex, 1 block from UC Berkeley. Inside, students were celebrating a 21st birthday. Many of them were young visitors from Ireland, spending the summer in America on work visas. There, 13 of them stepped onto one small 5th-floor balcony. It was only 5 by 10 feet. Then, the balcony gave way. All 13 fell 5 stories. 6 young people lost their lives. Olivia Burke, Egohan Culligan, Lachlan Miller, Nicole Sootster, Emer Welsh, and Ashley Donahoe. Several others survived with devastating injury. Investigators found that the balcony had been rotting from the inside. Water had seeped into the wood supports that had not been properly sealed during construction. Hidden behind the exterior, the strength was disappearing long before anyone stepped outside. The collapse led to lawsuits, settlements, and a new California balcony inspection law. A birthday celebration did not end from bad luck. It ended because the danger had been quietly waiting there beneath their feet. Another day, another strange bite from history. Like, comment, and subscribe. Your next eerie dose is just a day away.